All right, dudes, we're into our 12th hour here. We're gonna keep jamming until Thursday. Let's go to it.
Grateful Dead Party Machine will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you the following episode of Almost Live. It's Almost Live with me, Pat Cashman, Tracy Conway, Bob Nelson, Bill Stainton, Nancy Guppy, Steve Wilson, and Ed Wyatt, and starring John Keister. And more advertisers are discovering that Almost Live is a great show to be a sponsor of because it's viewed by the people and consumers you want to reach. We have a typical Almost Live viewer on the line right now.
Yeah.
Are you a regular viewer?
Yeah.
You like comedy?
Yeah.
You have a lot of disposable income?
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Remember, advertisers, Almost Live is the smart choice.
Yeah.
And now, here he is,
John.
Keister.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Woo, wow, it's a cold week in Seattle this week. Very, very cold. This is the time of year when those with the means and the inclination, they head for warmer areas. And in a few years, the Northwest traveler is going to find a warm home away from home because, as many of you may have read this week, Disney World has announced they're going to build a Northwest theme resort down in the big Disney World complex in Florida. Did everybody see that? The day after the announcement, they were flooded with job applications from people from the Northwest looking for work down there. You know, the authentic, Northwest types. They've made some hiring decisions already. Booth Gardner, who's out of a job now, he's going to be in a Mickey suit, which is perfect. Perfect for him. Don't have to adjust the voice at all. That's a perfect fit. Also, some of the other characters, they'll have Ken Griffey Jr. is going to be grumpy. Billy Joe Hobart as Dopey. And no. And, of course, Emmett the Pooh. So we got that. They got that going. They're planning a lot of attractions, a lot of features of the resort hotel are going to have. It's just going to give the visitor an authentic feeling of the Great Northwest. We've obtained an advanced list of some of the things they're working on. We thought you might be interested. For example, there's going to be the Senator Packwood Petting Zoo, which is good. Yeah, that's good. Alice in Chains Land is going to be there. Eugene's Really Magic Mountain. The tribute to Idaho, It's a Small Mind After All, which is a very popular exhibit, I can tell. It's a small mind after all. The restaurants there are going to feature Spotted Owl Sunday Brunch. And finally, all the bathrooms will be referred to as Burians, which is... Sounds like a hit. Sounds like a hit. I can't wait. And, this is the kind of weather here where people spend a lot of time indoor watching indoor sports, for that matter. If that sounds like you, we have got a hot new show for today's active sports viewer. Take a look.
It's time for Frenetic Pace, the show for people who don't have time to waste. And now, here's your host, Whip Winger.
Hi, folks. Today we have a special sports edition of the show, including baseball, basketball, boxing, bowling, badminton, bungee jumping, and stupid hockey players beating the hell out of each other. But first, a news break. Cash.
Holes in the ozone, PCB leaks in the ground, oil spills on the water, and a man in Canada says he saw Elvis eating pickled eggs in a bar in Winnipeg. Harold, how's the weather?
Great, and here's a picture of a 100-year-old woman from Kansas. Isn't she beautiful? Whip.
I'm here with Jeff Jefferson, star linebacker from the Sacramento Surge. Jeff, what do you hate most about football?
Being asked stupid questions.
Okay, let's go to Keith with some scores.
Thanks, Whip. Tuskegee tops Tufts, Augustana, Al Sacred, Bowling Green, Blast, Bard, Clemson, Clips, Catawba, and Southern Utah State scores more points than Montana Tech. Back to you.
We'll take your phone calls in a minute, but first, this Super Bowl fact.
Almost every Super Bowl game is boring as hell.
Hello, you're on Frenetic Pace.
Yeah, Whip, I'm a big New York Giants fan. I wonder if you could take about 5 minutes or so and just kind of talk about what you think their strengths are, their weak...
5 minutes? What the hell are you talking about? Let's take a break and we'll be right back with football highlights.
Hey, baseball fans, get the Cleveland Indians season highlights videotape. Just $9.95 for 20 seconds of highlights.
Okay, we're back. Here's the key play from yesterday's big game. Wasn't that something? Let's look at it again in slow motion. Wow, now let's go to Janie Jones, who has a special interview with star race car driver Buck Brewer.
You've come back from an injury, beaten the odds, and now don't you feel good about your big victory today?
Yeah.
Back to you, Whip.
Thanks for being with us. Tomorrow we'll talk about cycling, soccer, surfing, sailing, synchronized swimming, and that stupid gymnastics event where they dance around and wave ribbons. See ya.
All right, we got a great show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
I love the girl ones beyond compare.
Are you hungry?
Kind of.
What looks good?
Let's see.
I'm thinking maybe salad.
Salad. Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah.
He was an ordinary man named Leroy Parks, thrust into extraordinary circumstances.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm shooting at people. You got a problem with it?
Yes, I do have a problem with it. You stop it right now.
Oh!
Drop the gun. Let's go. Come on.
And now he's a hero. Or is he?
Mr. Parks!
Mr. Parks, how does it feel to be a hero?
I don't feel like a hero. You know, I just did what I had to do.
Mr. Parks, did you know the mayor has proclaimed tomorrow as Leroy Parks Day?
Yes, and I'm very honored.
Mr. Parks, what does your wife think of all this?
Well, actually, my wife and I are separated.
Mr. Parks, your wife says that's your fault. Any comment?
No.
Well,
Mr. Parks, does the name Pete Haynes mean anything to you?
Oh, yes, I went to high school with Pete. He's a great guy.
Right. He says the two of you smoked marijuana together on several occasions. Is that true?
I don't think this is very fair.
Mr. Parks, right here. Please, this is a computer printout of the movies you've rented over the last 6 months, including titles such as Betty Big Boobs and Heather's Spanking Party. Now, as a man claiming to be a hero to today's youth,
I don't claim to be anything.
Mr. Parks, are these your underwear? They seem a little risque.
Where did you get those?
It's a movie for our times. The hero who kinda wished he'd let 'em all die.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He was a dud in the sack. Awful. I mean, laughable. Let's put it that way, okay?
Oh, yeah, that feller. I was surprised they didn't figure him out a long time ago. People must be stupid or something. Well, I knowed he was trouble from the minute I laid eyes on him.
Twisted my arm behind my back way harder than he needed to. That's my shooting arm. And he screwed up my leg for good. I'm gonna sue him. I'm gonna sue him for excessive force.
We're talking this afternoon about that scumbag Leroy Parks. Let's go to the phones. Line 2, what do you think?
Scumbag.
Uh-huh. Line 3.
Scumbag.
Okay, let's go to line 4.
He's a symbol of everything that's wrong with our country today.
Yeah, and?
Scumbag.
Amen to that.
And so, based on some hunches about this guy, police will be here at the home of Leroy Parks later on this afternoon to begin digging up the backyard in case there are any bodies buried out there. Parks has exhibited more of a violent side these past several... Don't kill me! Don't kill me!
He's Leroy Parks, the hero who kinda wished he'd let 'em all die.
Good evening and welcome to Betty and Veronica Forum.
Let's begin our meeting, our distinguished panel. Dr. Elaine Jacobs Westerberg, author of the bestseller Exploding the Veronica Mystique. Dalton Barnhart, a professor at the University of California, Berkeley, who teaches a course entitled Comparative Feminine Archetypes in Archie. And Congressman Mike Keller, who heads up the Betty and Veronica Commission in Washington, D.C. Thank you all for joining me. Now, we'll start tonight with some general comments and observations. Elaine.
When we talk about Betty and Veronica, we're talking about two very complicated and sometimes contradictory personalities. Betty is the classic enabler. She's a willing victim, and while that can be attractive, sooner or later it does become a major liability. Now, Veronica, due to her wealthy upbringing and her domineering father, is aggressive. Some would say rude. But the fact that she's chosen to attend a public school shows that deep down, she longs to be a normal teenager.
Well, now, either that or she's just not very bright.
And Betty is?
Well, I'm sorry, but have you ever seen Veronica read anything but a fashion magazine?
Oh, you and your tired, predictable cheap shots.
It's the truth.
Here we go.
No, the truth is that sex with Veronica would be better than sex with Betty.
All right, at first, yes.
Whoa. What do you mean at first?
Gentlemen, please, can we stay on target?
No, I want to know what he means.
Okay, what I mean is that Veronica, I'm sorry, is a cold bitch, which... Granted, is exciting, but that song and dance is going to get old, especially when she becomes addicted to Valium and starts to drink earlier and earlier in the day. Now, Betty, on the other hand, is going to last the distance.
Betty is boring.
She is not.
Yes, she is, and she's going to let herself get fat just like her mother, Mrs. Cooper.
Hey, Mrs. Cooper is a very attractive middle-aged woman.
Now, settle down, everyone, please, okay? Now, let's talk for a moment about the controversial new study out of Rutgers University. Now, as you know, it suggests that Betty and Veronica are actually the same woman, but with different colored hair.
That is patently ridiculous. Betty and Veronica are polar opposites.
Elaine, I couldn't agree more. Betty is inferior to Veronica and will remain so until the day she dies.
Dalton. If you think Veronica is going to grow old gracefully, wake up and smell the plastic surgery.
Well, who cares if she goes under the knife? She has the money.
No, her dad has the money.
Her dad, what's the difference?
Look, the point is she's going to end up looking just like Phyllis Diller.
No. No, the point is she'll be a trophy wife who will end up in all my friends' dreams, including yours.
Well, that brings up a very interesting point that I'd like to follow up.
Wait, just a minute here. Marriage is more than just physical. I mean, what about the domestic side, like cooking, creating a home, raising a family?
Well, so what about it? Veronica would make a wonderful mother.
You've got to be kidding. She'll be just like Mrs. Robinson in The Graduate.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Excuse me, Dalton, which brings me to another point. Veronica is going to sleep around like crazy. She'll be the town joke.
Oh, now you're getting desperate.
Desperate nothing. Look how she jumps back and forth between Archie and Reggie.
Well, so does Betty.
Yes, but Betty doesn't have sex with them.
Well, as if Veronica does. Besides, Archie is gay and Reggie is impotent.
Dalton, I think you've gone off the deep end now.
No, just think about it for a minute. Archie has the two most beautiful women in the world fighting over him. In the last 40 years, he's never made a move on either one. Now, I would say that is pretty suspect, okay?
Well, Jughead's not gay, and I'll bet he's great in a sack.
Well, where do you get that idea?
Oh, come on. His constant eating. That nose and that crown. Oh, come on, that speaks volumes.
Excuse me, though, but Jughead's never had a girlfriend, though.
Oh, that's because they all bore him.
Well, of course, Betty bores him.
Betty is not boring, Dalton.
No, I'm sorry, but we are out of time, and I thank you all for your thoughtful insights. And join us next week when we'll take a look at Betty and Veronica's real-life counterparts, Marianne and Ginger. Good night.
You want to split some dessert?
Sure.
Okay, well, what looks good?
Something light.
Definitely something light.
How about fresh fruit?
Perfect.
Good evening and welcome to the John Report. I'm John. Here's my report. Well, Ken Behring has topped the Seattle Times Turkey of the Year reader vote. The Times itself placed a very close second. A new cookbook was released this week entitled Favorite Recipes of Northwest Single Men. Out of the 50 recipes in the book, 47 include top ramen and beer. The other 3 are phone numbers for takeout restaurants. Well, a year after the Seattle School Board okayed giving out condoms in schools, none have yet been distributed. When asked what happened to the condoms, a school spokesperson said, "A dog ate them." Now, developers are working on a plan for a retractable roof sports stadium in Seattle called the Stardome. Now, they promise that the Stardome is just a name and the Seahawks will still be allowed to play there. Nordstrom has taken over the Frederick and Nelson tradition of an in-store Santa Claus this year and will feature an African-American Santa on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The rest of the week, Santa will be a tight-assed white guy with an attitude. Well, new Mariners pitching coach Sammy Ellis says he wants pitchers to believe again. He also plans to marry Michelle Pfeiffer. A local wild animal clinic has been accused of inflating the number of animals it treats by inventing patients with phony names like Milo the turkey vulture. Now, the Department of Wildlife says that the one that really made them suspicious was Kelly Stouffer, the amazingly accurate passing goose. Finally, Victoria, British Columbia voters soundly rejected a plan that would have required raw sewage to be treated before being dumped into the Strait of Juan de Fuca. City officials are now working on Plan B, which consists of asking residents to try and hold it. This has been the John Report. Thank you. We'll be right back.
Too bad they were out of fruit.
Wow, this is too rich.
Way too rich.
Go ahead and finish it.
I'm stuffed.
Me too.
People in Enumclaw are talking about the new Spike Lee movie, Malcolm X.
Well, you know, we had a coupon, so we thought we'd try to catch Home Alone 2, but it was full, so, you know.
Yeah, you think in a 3.5-hour movie, though, they could put in a car chase or something blowing up.
Tell me about it.
I'm not prejudiced or nothing, but there were an awful lot of black people in that film.
I didn't get it.
It scared the hell out of us, says Enumclaw Sun-Times.
I kept waiting for old Burt Reynolds to show up, but he never did. And it would have been a lot better if Garth Brooks had done the soundtrack.
I mean, down at the plant, one of the best workers, he's black. He's a great guy.
I thought Denzel Washington was really, really cute.
Get in the truck.
Not nearly as good as his Nike ads with Michael Jordan, says Field and Pasture magazine.
Well, we thought it was Malcolm 10 and Police Academy 6 was so funny that we thought, you know, Malcolm 10's got to be really, really funny. Yeah. But it wasn't.
Come see the movie all of Enumclaw is talking about, Malcolm X.
So take Eddie Murphy. He's funny. And he's black, let's face it. So I couldn't be prejudiced.
Well, thank you very much. That brings an end to another Almost Live, another episode of Almost Live. We want to thank you once again for inviting us into your homes because they're much nicer than ours. And these are the ticket numbers for people who want to come and join and be part of the audience because you guys had a lot of fun, right? Yeah. So come on, call this number. We'll see you next week.
Promotional consideration for Almost Live provided by Pizzeria Pagliacci, featuring traditional and gourmet pizza by the slice. Pizzeria Pagliacci, rated Seattle's best pizza.